So we don't have a lot of role models, you and I, that are online. A lot of the stuff that you see online is very bro-y. It's very about trying to target the internet and getting people engaged and getting them excited and riled up. And the broiness is either lots of screaming of people into the microphone. It's a lot of bright lights, or it's a lot of drama where people are yelling at each other. And that's not my life. That is not something that I ever want to be like. I think the vast majority of the people that you'll ever interact with are just like you and I. They're pretty normal, try to do their thing. Often they make a lot of mistakes. Perhaps most of the time they make a lot of mistakes. And their life is very mundane. It's very boring. It's ordinary. It seems like there's not a lot going on. But I want to tell you this, that when there's not a lot going on and your life is mundane, it's boring, you're actually living a good life. That means you're doing all of the things that you should be doing. All of this excitement and pizzazz and drama and all of that stuff that you see online, that is not real life. And could you imagine living in a life that was constantly like that? That would be horrible. Like, no offense to Mr. Beast and all of those people, but imagine what your life would be like if it was like Mr. Beast's life. I wouldn't want that. I would like an ordinary life where I'm doing ordinary, boring things, like driving into work, like just doing my job, having my cup of coffee in the morning, and perhaps every once in a while going on a vacation or spending time with my family. I think all of that is extraordinarily nice. I am perfectly happy with all of that. And yes, a lot of my videos, if you watch them, it's a struggle of my identity where I talk about wanting to be someplace successful, whatever that is, but my life is pretty ordinary. It's a struggle that I think everybody feels. It's what most people go through, is reconciling watching all of these fancy people doing fancy things on the internet and everywhere else around you when you are living an ordinary life. I was reflecting on this morning, that there's very few people just doing normal, ordinary things online. And part of the reason is that is not going to get the likes, the views, all of those things. I know that this video probably will not become a sensational hit because me talking about just being ordinary, and there's no fancy cuts with the videos, there's no crazy things that are going on. It's just in my car with a car that's been going through a lot of interpretations themselves in the last little bit. Those of you who don't realize, this is a Tesla. But all of my life and what I actually do is just try to live an ordinary life and be ordinary and try to be kind, generous, be as chill of a person as possible, and be nerdy as possible. I'm trying to live my life. I grew up essentially in the middle, I like to say in the middle of nowhere. It was 4 hours from any university, and I worked my way up by going into school and becoming a professor. I did all of the things that were pretty checkboxy of what it means to have a good career. I got an engineering degree, and then I got a master's degree, and then I got a PhD in business. You checkbox all of those things. This is what you should do to get a good career. And then I'm living my life with a couple of kids, a wife, and doing ordinary stuff. None of this is spectacular in any sort of way. And I want you to realize that our lives, you and I, are ordinary. They're boring, they're tedious, they just are the same thing every day. And I think we need more people living ordinary lives with very little drama that is going on, that you see with all of these crazy cuts and just all this excitement that it would give me a headache of living in that environment. But I just want you to say, like, hey, be ordinary today. Your life is totally fine. It is what it should be. All of this drama that you see and craziness, that's not real life. Real life is boring, and that's good. It means you're actually doing the things that you should be doing. You're moving in the right path. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.